morning, everybody. Welcome back to the 100K Bink or Bust Bankroll Challenge. It is Saturday. This is day 74. We did have a couple days off there. I'm trying to turn things around a little bit here and refresh. Bankroll's sitting at 7,500 essentially. We've been on a break even and downswing over the last 2+ weeks now. That's a relatively small squeeze. It's kind of a little bit more heavy towards aces. I don't really give too many people credit for 4-betting light, so I think we'll just let this go for now. But yeah, we've still been downswinging. We had a couple days here and there where we won. We had a couple days again where we just couldn't get anything together and had some losing sessions. It's been pretty rough go, to be honest. I think obviously we're at this point we were just a little tilted, so played a little bit yesterday and a little bit the day before. We just didn't stream. Try to take a break. Got a little extra sleep, all that good stuff. So did some studying, more than what our standard is every day. Hopefully that's enough to turn things around a little bit here. I think we've obviously been on a bad stretch of variance. Like, for those of you who know and track your poker results, like, obviously, for most people, your red line is either slightly going down, really going down, or breaking even. It's very rarely actually winning, which is your non-showdown winnings. And then your blue line, which is your showdown winnings, is just like on a straight up tear. For us, that's blue line is always been going straight up pretty much. And then pretty much any time we go on a downswing or like a break even stretch is basically, you're kind of not getting any hands. You're over calling, playing too many hands, pre-flop, putting yourself in bad spots post-flop, which kind of results in just losing essentially too many pots with too many marginal hands, and then your blue line ends up going down and breaking even. So basically, we've been on a roughly 20,000 hand, but we were on like a 13,000 hand downswing, and now the last like 7,000 hands, we've been slowly coming out of it, but essentially just kind of breaking even for the most part. And when we take a peek at our graph, that's essentially what's happened to us, is that our blue line has just completely leveled off. And then with our red line running slightly downhill, it's resulted in some pretty significant losses between rake and everything else. That's a nice little two-header for the team. And yeah, so we've kind of focused in on that, tried to fix our opening ranges a little bit. And what's this guy's ass? Let's rebet him. And hopefully kind of just get back on the winning track. Mind you, prior to this downswing, we had been saying it was coming, which it always is, because we were on like a pretty insane tear over the previous 25 days or whatever. We were just we were rolling pretty heavy, so it was kind of expected that we'd downswing a little bit here or there, but not quite this much. And then it was increased kind of tenfold, obviously, by the fact that we had moved up to NL 200, so the amount of dollars lost seems way more significant than it theoretically actually is. Just because it's such a heavy amount compared to what would have happened if we were still playing NL 50 or NL 100. So that's sort of the case there. And the stakes are just a little bit different. Like when you're playing NL 100 and NL 200, the skill level is actually pretty, I think, significant amongst the regs. All right, this is getting a little annoying. Let's lose Fishing Town. I think folding, again, folding to Fishing Town is fine. We're just, oops, stuck in the middle there, so we'll just let that go. We hate this new timeout session as well, so that doesn't, bode well. But yeah, we just haven't been, like, we have not for sure been running very good. Um, there's just been tons and tons of spots over the last few days where there's just so many rivers that have been terrible for us, which have, even this yesterday, I forget even what hand. Let's see if we can finally pull this hand up. See if we made a mistake or not. Let's get out of the fold here. No, wasn't that? Oh, good lord, good lord. And 50 cent. We'll call here. I will float in with the queen jack suited. Can definitely squeeze here as well. The issue is a lot of the hands they're supposed to fold when we 3-bet are going to actually call, which will put us in a really kind of bad spot post flop. So we do end up doing some calling here that we wouldn't normally do. Okay. This is kind of interesting because we have pocket fours, so it's super unlikely anybody actually has a straight here. I'm just gonna fold though. As much as I want to shove this because I don't really believe him, we're trying to wheel in a few of these spots because we've been bluffing in spots where like fish and weak players have shown a bunch of strength. It's like I can't be guaranteed he's gonna fold like ace-6 there, right? Or ace-5. If I thought he would fold like, 5-6, jack-5, jack-6, jack-3, ace-3, maybe ace-5, stuff like that, then I could shove. Even like ace-king. But when you're up against like really sort of stationy fish, you got to be a little more cautious with certain things. Gotta make sure this stream is muted. We should, I think, yeah, we're all good everywhere else. So yeah, we do maybe a little bit more calling. Let's just try to find this hand here if we can. Oh yeah, we were so tilted too. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we just floated pre first the undergun open, called queens, check raise, and just ran into a set. That's fine. But a lot of our losses have been potentially overplaying big pairs post flop. And then the day, or that was yesterday, but it was still a good winning session, right? We won like 250 there, so that was nice. Then the day before, we did play a little bit again, fold here. And we just, yeah, it all kind of came crashing down towards the end. We did manage to pull ourselves out a bit. Pretty much a break-even day, give or take, but just lost a bunch of big hands there in a row. One was brutal. Let's see if we can find it here. Which started the chain reaction. And we lost it, I'm sure. Yes, here it is. Yeah, so we both flopped the flush draw. We turned the absolute nuts. River the flush, and we end up losing with the second nuts to top nuts. So obviously a cooler, nothing you can do there. But those are a lot of the spots too that we've kind of been running into, where we actually like are very rarely kind of getting the money in lately. So, anyways, the point being is these stretches do happen, and it's important to try to keep your composure as best you can and not just like rage tilt off, which we don't usually do off the hop. But when you get into 20-30,000 hands of breaking even and down stretches and terrible rivers and this and that, it's definitely starts to get frustrating. And certainly hard to, you know, keep your composure. All right, this guy's just opening super wide here. He might be. All right. And the king six obviously just limped pot. We just get it out of the way. Top right, we just check. Not really a board we want to be betting too often. Slacker is unlikely to have an ace on this board once it goes check check. Uh, I think he does call. He can definitely have some aces. I think we can still get called by worse. He can call 6x. He could call pocket sevens. He could call like king 10, king jack, stuff like that he just floated in with instead of raising. And then, oh, I guess I'll bring this morning up as well. And we'll just look at it like, try to look at it sparingly. Looks like nobody won the bad beat jackpot again. Somebody won it at NL50 the other day, but other than that, it's been pretty dead since the 25th. Which is nice to see it growing again. And we do 3-bet here with the aces. King, queen. We should just be raising there. Again, that timer, so we just end up making sure we were getting into the hand at the very least. Okay, so they both call. Okay, so theoretically, they don't have kings, they don't have queens. Their most likely strong hand is going to be king, queen. Pocket eights. That's probably about it. Could be pocket queens, which is crazy to think, I guess, sometimes against a button squeeze. But definitely up there as well. So yeah, we did have a good winning session yesterday, so hopefully we can keep that rolling here today, get in a decent stream, the final day of the month, and just kind of see where this all turns around. And today's session starting off in not bad shape. 8-9 suited from middle position is a raise. We're 3-bet the ace jack versus the front open. Okay, only raised the nuts. 3-bets to 8. Yeah, zoo actually called. Probably like call here. You're getting odds, but like his calling range ends up being like really strong hands, which is going to make things a little bit difficult. And if we had like 10x, pocket sevens, 7-8, sometimes like 6x, we lead out here. Because like only raise the nuts ends up checking back a ton. And that's not really what we want in this particular spot. And obviously if Yazoo check raises, we can just fold. Because he's going to have a really strong range, which could include some 6-7s and 5-6s as well. So we just end up having to fold there. It's not really anything to do about it. And we'll fold the 10-9 suited. 6-5 suited is not 100% open under the gun, but we do open at some portion of the time. So one with aces only today. We've had aces twice in this table, and we have one at $1. Okay. And we'll just 3-bet here. The bigger they go, the smaller our 3-bet can be, especially in position. We will defend the queen 4 suited. Okay, we're gonna check call. Queen 2 suited, we will raise. Okay. I think I'm gonna double barrel here. One, we block a ton of like the king X. He didn't 3-bet, so he should theoretically not have a strong king very often. He does have some 9x, but mostly we double barrel here. We try to fold out hands that are like pocket 8s, pocket 6s, pocket 7s. And then when he has, oh, we're just gonna fold now. when he has the flush draw, we're going to have the best hand most of the time anyways, so we can just check back rivers. Um, so it's sort of a partial value bet, but you know, try to put these guys on ranges, especially when they blast river. It's unlikely they're bluffing. Most of the time, the river blast is the nizzles. And being 145 bigs deep, and he three bets really small. Definitely calling here with the 8-6 suited. Um, Breaking another flop, unfortunately, and just having to fold. I'm not sure what to think here. Definitely doesn't three bet at all. Could just be a nit though. Just be a factory. I suspect only raise the nuts has probably picked up on that. So he'll probably see a lot of check raising and stuff out of him. Okay, when ace forever calls, we just let this hand go. Okay, king eight suited raise. So LMD says the downswing does not end. I'm actually an NL10 rushing cash, 15k hands, 12 buy-ins below EV. Yeah, it gets super frustrating sometimes. It does feel that way, right? When you're on the downswing, you feel like it never ends. When you're on an upswing, you feel like you're waiting for it to end. But they do end. Key's really to try to just stay, especially if you're just like below EV, it'll all turn around. If you're just like running bad, then try to focus on the fact that you're making the right decisions and not, um, making the wrong ones. Now, only raise the nuts really is three betting and blasting a ton here, especially with this whole collar behind us. I think we just have to let it go. He does go big on the river. I don't think raising there is good. I know we have two pair, but we have a very weak two pair. Mind you, the way the hand played out, he shouldn't really have too much, but yeah. Maybe we could. Against a fish, maybe we should just be raising there because he'll call all the aces. And the fact that he checked turn, then bet river, it's one of those things. Okay, I think with the gut shot and how small, he's such a short stack. I probably just need to float that. I'll try to just take the king to showdown, I guess. We do call the turn one time. So we bet turn and then checks to us on the river. I think I kind of just want to ship it here. I think it's unlikely that he would check value there. It's so hard for most people. Like if I had a value hand, I will call because the pot's so small some portion of the time, but 10-5 fold. Don't you think that you have a massive delay? Yes, I do. And I keep forgetting to reduce it. I think I've actually mentioned that like 18 times over the last 20 videos that my delay is too long. It's only 5 minutes or 6 minutes, but it's way too long. So yes, I do have a massive delay, and yes, I need to adjust that down. And we'll raise here, back here. Because you can buy time banks now, I actually need to figure out that. So we bet he raises, we call, we bet he calls, and I think we'll just block bet river. He rips it, we just have to fold there. Okay, we're in a very good spot at this 1-2 table. And we're going to 3-bet the ace-8 suited. Squeeze. Fold set of deuce. I need to like set an alarm to change this delay. It is something I literally never think about. All right, so this guy like called pre. Called the original raise pre. We squeezed. Slacker cold calls. Heidong Sung leads. Guess we just call. Interesting. Goes 21. I think this is just a simple case of shove or fold. Maybe. Like, what are you leading is the real question. What are you, like, cold calling with versus the lead? King, queen or something? Does king, queen really call if we ship it here? Shipping does feel spewy, though, I won't lie. I think I just shove. I think we're in an awkward spot where we either have to, like, fold, because we don't want to, like, call, and then he shoves, and then he calls, and now we're stuck calling as well. Wow, all that with king, queen off. Crazy. See if we'll get run twice. All right, we need an ace or diamond. Never gonna happen. I don't know why we thought we could get him full. Called king, queen off versus CTG open. Button squeezed. He called again. Then donk led king XX flop. Barrel turn and called shove. Oh my god, these time banks are the worst. Hindsight, I don't know. It felt spewy. We probably should have gone with the gut. The fact that it was spewy. I think the reality is he had a king. We knew he had a king. And I think if we're going to put the money in, we're probably better to get Slacker to come along with us versus trying to push him out of the pot. So I think that was just a pretty big blunder. You know what I mean? Because we want the odds. Like, we have the nut draw, so we want him to come along so that we're in position. So, like, we should call so that he calls. And then if we hit the diamond, we have a potential to win a massive pot, and then we're actually getting proper odds calling. Versus, like, shoving doesn't really accomplish anything. We know, hey, Song is not going to fold. He has the king X, so that's probably a pretty big blunder there. Add it to the list. Okay, we will defend the 8-4 suited. And we'll go for the check raise here. Basically, we'll check raise. Oh, he goes really small. We're going to check raise here, and we're obviously basically barreling any 4, any 8, any spade, any 9. ISO raise here. I think we can value bet top ticker. Sorry, second pair top ticker. Especially against these two. Okay, we're just gonna check now. Once they both like snap call, we're just basically done with the hand. And we'll call and see if Majoroni comes along. They do not. Obviously, we get it in with the pocket tens. And we'll just check down here now. Wow. Both called with a gut shot. That is hilarious. I know this is a 2x pot shove, but I think we just rip the ace jack here. We just want as much, like, got 14 bigs. He didn't raise. He didn't 3-bet pre, so it's unlikely, like, given his stack, he's just shoving anything decent. Every pocket pair, etc. So the odds of him having anything that's better than us is pretty low. But I'd rather just shove and have some, like, showdown value against him having ace queen, ace king some portion of the time. And we're just going to leave next blind now. 2 fish unfortunately left the table. Yes, so he's done. Fold here, play our button, and then that'll be that. They're both in super nits though, so maybe I will just stick around for now. Oh my lord. Alright, we boat up on the river. And let's go for a little bit of value actually. We'll just call. Nice. And we'll let this go. Jack 7 suited. I think we just ISO here. Looks like everybody's giving up and leaving. Or no, they're sticking around. No tables to move to, I guess. I would love to hit the bad beat jackpot. That'd pull us right out of our downswing. That'd be cool. Okay. Guess we bet here. He lived in. Oh my god, take your limps and go the fuck home. Good lord, it drives me nuts. It is funny though how like quickly you go back to tilt mode. Like when you're on mega downswings, it's so hard to pull yourself out of it. You just get focused too much on the hand. No. Okay, we'll raise the fives. Check back here. We do pick up an open ender. Probably stab at it now with the equity we have. We will 3-bet the tens. Okay. Big Daddy checks back. It's a good flop in the bottom left. We'll go small. Try to get him to start doing something here. Calls. Leads into us. What a beautiful outcome that is. Couldn't ask for a better spot here. We just call. We do defend the turn bet with the ace high heads up. Beautiful. This is probably just a stab. I imagine he's like folding 100% of the time. I would assume his turn lead was more like flushes and clubs. He's hoping to, you know, get like a cheap river with, versus having to potentially call a big bet. And now he's probably just tanking for show, essentially. But we got most of his stack in there, so we'll be pretty happy with that. It's possible he has like jacks or something that he didn't 4-bet with, but I think most likely he just bricked river and that was that, yeah. And now he's trying to save face. 20 bigs, we're just going to ship over the limp with ace-8 suited. And we are just going to end up leaving this table here soon. Should have called, bro. Maybe I should have raised turn like min clicked it, but I think in position with that strong of a hand, we want to call and really give him a chance to actually get there. We definitely raise or call, check call king jack here in the 3-bet pot. And we'll pull out the old pen punch center. Nice. Okay, we check back the ace. Check back again. No. I can also tell that lately I've been not thinking through the hands enough. It's a good fish. We're just at like a really bad position at the table right now. So he checks back. Just he's gonna check back a 9 and a queen and stuff like that. Um, so he's most likely just got air a lot of the time. Heads up, especially, he'll be betting there more often, I think, than not. Definitely ISOing the pocket kings against this king, this a king. The likelihood of him limp folding is pretty low. Okay, and start with half pot, I think. I think we're getting a bit of a cold here, folks. Okay, calls. Board pairs. He could have like 7-8. He could have 6-7. He has a lot of like 10x type hands, though, which I think we need to be betting to try to get value from. Fold the Jack-9. Okay, so now the question becomes, do we rip this or just value bet again? It's basically like we value bet and then have to fold if he shoves. Okay, raise the Jack-3 suited. Fold 5 deuce. Should be good against like ace-10. Pocket 9s, all the same. Jack-3 suited. Guess we fold to his very small 3-bet. Limp called 9-9. G called down with second pair for 3 blasts. Okay, checking here, betting here. King 6 off. I guess we just full call, sorry. Heads up, you know, we've studied a little bit more lately, but against like a 20 big stack, I pretty much have zero clue. I guess you got to think about it like a tournament. Small bets, small raises have a lot more effect on them. I think we just throw the jacks away here. Versus the bet call multi-way, just in like a bad spot. And he checked back on the ace. Could be a bit spewy to just rip here, but I think we get a lot of folds once he checks back. And then we'll get a few hero calls. Wow, that's a hero call and a half. All right, let's just see if he plays a bunch of tournaments. No, that was just wild. Soul red, bottom pair. Okay. So will hero call over bets. Hamburger. I mean, we don't really rep a ton. It does look like we're just looking for max fold equity, but most people just fold. It's just not worth it given the pot size, but he snapped us off with bottom pair. Wow, we've lost every hand here. That's super annoying. And then we get hero called off. It's a little tilting, actually. Ay. King 5. Guess he blocks the straights. How was that? I think he called the check raise. He should have blasted turn. So he's just like clicking it back, I guess. He raised there, he called. It checks back flop. He wouldn't check back at his queen. Checks back a 7 some portion of the time, but I don't really see him checking back a queen very often. Guess we'll just fold to the half pot bet. Ooh, man, that was a nasty. That was a nasty. I still think we get ton of folds, and I think, you know, I think that's fine. Okay. We will go for the check raise here. And last turn on the jack. Hopefully he folds here. That's all we're kind of looking for. Hey Dong, 3 bets, really small. I think we just call here. God damn it. We're just getting owned by this 20 big blind stack. Super annoying. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Okay. Definitely call here with King Jack. I'm just gonna call down here if he bets really small. I'm just curious like what hands he's playing, oh my god, fuck off. If I won a hand against him, 2 hands. Getting crushed, boys. Getting absolutely crushed. Okay, raise the jack deuce suited. And we definitely call river here. Nice. 3 bets tiny again. We call. This king clicks it back. We're obviously going to call here. Give me a break. Full pot. We'll just let this go. There's nothing for us here, unfortunately. We really gonna like 4x this guy's stack here for him, or what? He's gonna leave now too. Oh, not yet. Call. Okay, let's try the 2x on the turn. Oh my freaking god. Good fucking lord. I thought like this guy's destroying him single-handedly. You're messing up my session, bro. Look at this asshole. Can I just make a pair? Okay, we call the king 7. Oh, perfect. Fold the ace 5. King high, we have to defend. It's a good turn. Definitely have to call here with the back door. And imagine we actually had like jack versus tens here and we hit the bad beat jackpot. That would be amazing. The way this guy's running, he could have easily have an ace here. I think we still have to raise this though. Oh, God, he does have quads. Jesus Christ. Well, our whole entire session was just absolutely destroyed by this guy just now. I don't know why we shoved that. We knew he had aces. Or had a ace. Man, that's so tilting. He hasn't hit, missed, folded, anything since the start of this session. What the fuck? Look at that. Look at this annihilation on us. Oh my good lord. We just paid for him to triple up and then stack us with that tripled up stack. Holy fuck. Look at that. Gross. Oh, that was nasty. This is an ugly table for the team here. All right, let's go. Hopefully he doesn't leave. As long as he doesn't leave, we can get our funds back here. But that was rough, team. That's rough. Look at that. Single-handedly annihilated us. That did feel like an ace, though. Like that tiny bag, because he probably knows like we've been spew shoving and blasting and stuff. That well, we have the worst position at this table right now, unfortunately. I wonder what the actual. I gotta look into like what's the etiquette there? Like when it goes 2-3-handed, if we're like table starting, is it okay to like jump ship to like line up so you're in a good seat? Versus being the only ones who play, and then these like nit regs just show up when the tables are good and steal the positions. Like I think that's bullshit personally. But then you get like people bitching like, "Oh, you're seat jumping." Well, we're also table starting, and we're the only ones doing it. So it's like, is it really all that bad? I think it's worse etiquette to show up and steal all the good spots versus the guys willing to be there. Um, I'm gonna value bet here. What even happened in this hand? Oh, limp, we squeeze, and then of course it went call. Gotcha. And Kalia, 88 calls. Okay, queen on the turn, and of course we get the money in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what are we dodging? A deuce or a 7? Thank you. Oh yeah, I see. Case in point. Very good table though. That was a heater of a run though. Won't lie. It feels bad to shove with that king maybe, but it could just be like results oriented a little bit too much as well. It's hard to say. Because he's playing so many hands like he does, like he played it like he had an ace is the issue. Um, but he also like potentially played it like he had a king, potentially like he had like tens or jacks and was just going for thin value. Um, so I'm not 100% sure what I think about how he played that hand, to be honest. Okay, we get really tiny 4-bet. Oh my god, man. Come on, bro. Just so sick of this shit, man. Incoming tilt. Just non fucking stop with this shit. Against this guy, we just call down here. Sucks when he shows up with like pocket jacks or something, but obviously with the king high flush, we just call down and good lord. Fucking Christ. It is literally impossible for us to have a winning session. Like, are you fucked? You know what I mean? Good lord. It's the dumbest check raise I've ever seen. I guess maybe it's not that terrible. Maybe GTO bluffs it. Maybe, you know, he blocks like the boats and he has a club to block some of the like clubs. I don't fucking know. Bluffing grandma. I think we probably just bet again here. Perfect. Let's just fucking Christ, man. Shit is tilting as all hell. You know what I mean? You finally get 3-bet pre-flop with kings, and then there's bang, ace, and you bet and you get check raised. Like, it's not really much you can do. And then somehow you get check raised here and lose to a fucking two. It's a two-outer on the river. Good lord, man. At least let it be like a bad run pre-flop so our EV is still going up, you know? Okay, this guy's just gonna spew all our money back, unfortunately. With 9-5. Okay. Alright, 3-bet the ace king. I guess heads up, that's actually too big of a 3-bet. Yeah, that was just a big 3-bet. We don't need to go that big. We will float the deuce here. Man, as if I lost that hand. I'm so tilted again. Holy fudge. Do 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 do. Yeah, we'll send that into the review team. Check here. Fold to 10-5. Let's just review that whole hand, actually. See if there was any big blunders there. Okay, we raised, he called. That's standard. We flop the flush draw. He checks. We bet standard. A turn. We turn the flush. We bet for value. He check raises. It's standard. We just call. Then he blasts river. It's all standard. Just a sick run out. Nothing you can do about it. Part of poker. Don't worry about it. And I think we're going to be way ahead of this king's range here and way ahead of Kalia's range as well. Go for the check raise here in the bottom right. Depending on sizing. This king calls. We're just going to have to check back here and fold on future streets, unfortunately. This is a check raise size. We'll check back the ace jack. And I'm not going to bother betting the king. He's not going to fold enough. And when he doesn't bet on this board, it makes it way more likely that he's just going to have like those ace-x hands, the like king, queen, king, jack type hands and stuff. So I think betting there doesn't really do us any good. It would be this hand that we just lost, yeah. I mean, when he min clicks it and then blasts flop like that, it's possible he's bluffing, but I think extremely unlikely. Okay, we check raise the ace. Does call. And we're going to check folding river, or sorry, block bet and folding on the river. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, just set up to lose that hand. Can't do much though when that kid's most likely holding has an 8 in it. Oh man, I'm so sick with this game. Literally gonna have to like take a month off. I'm just kidding, but still. I'm just gonna call king high because I can't fold to that. So tilted, man. Okay, we're gonna raise if he bets. Oh, seriously? Dude, like, what the fuck? Probably just should fold here, right? And then I think we're just gonna leave the heads up too. Fold here, fold here. He's gotta have 7-8, right? It would suck for him to show a bluff. Like we have top two. Do we just have to call here, I wonder? Okay. Let's run through this hand. We bet fire 30 seconds here. Okay, we raise small blind, big blind. We raise, he calls. Flop goes, he checks flop. We bet, he calls. Turn goes check, check, and then river, he just rips it. Do I get another 30 seconds? No, Sixes, fives, fours, probably we bet. Beat queen six, queen four, queen five. I don't know. I'm just gonna call. Perfect. It's so annoying though, man. Like fucking annoying. There she goes again. Another fucking goddamn day. Jesus Christ. Oh, you're a piece of shit. I think you have to call that. You know what I mean? Even though it's just always the nuts, I think. Hey, baby. Hold on, I think. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we just always need to be folding to any type of aggression because nobody bluffs ever. This guy though, nobody bluffs. Call. He just rips it. We're just gonna fold. Fucking god. Ah, fucking Christ. Well, We thought maybe taking a break would help, but it didn't. We are now starting off another Friday down 300. Down 3 buy-ins. Instantly. Fucking lose it. It's getting annoying. Full 10-7. Like, just fuck off, you know? Probably a bad call the river there, though. But what do you do? Fucking river top 2. He just hides it, though. That's the issue, right? Okay, so we're going to use our sit out time here and try to cool down a little bit. Get back to making proper decisions, being less tilted, less losing our mind, so everything else. Good lord. It's just stuff like this though. We're getting tilted now. We're like trying to chase and hope. Oh, let's call 4s and hope we hit 4s. You know what I mean? It's got to stop. It's playing terrible. Playing terrible, running terrible. It's a pretty bad combination. Overpaying people off too. Like, I'm still not sure about this Queen Jack hand. Like, I don't know this guy much. He's randomly on. It's half the issue. If we knew him more, I think it's an easier fold, obviously. We do have him marked as like an alleged reg, but that probably like all checkers and flop turn with a character on top pair flop here, did not for ace king as DTG with personal light squeeze, which is fine. So I don't know. It just feels like a nuts, you know what I mean? He might have it down as I hero call too much or something too, and he just figured he'll call. But it's tough when you have top pair, goes check check with the nizzles. You know what I mean? Anyways. Yeah. We need to sit out here. Take a breather, come back, reassess, spend the rest of the day trying to grind back these mother effing losses. Deuces 5 hand is fine. Okay. Okay, we'll raise the ace king. Fold the queen 7. Fold the a4 suited. Okay. So tilting, bro. Should maybe stop playing heads up completely. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, we'll be right back. Just take a breather, chill. Let's get back into this here. Try to get this rolling again here. Maybe. Like bluffing grandma. Raises under the gun. We'll just call the ace queen. Okay. Pretty much just have to squeeze this now. Our hand's not going to play well multi-way. We will fold, obviously, to like 4-bets and stuff. And we'll have pot here on the king. He's my boy. Seems excessively more aggressive than normal. Call the 5 deuce though. Okay, gut shot. It checks to us. I think we just check back here. And the quarter pot will just fold. Oh yeah, perfect every time. Fold the queen 4 off. We just fold the ace 5 here. It's small. Very small 3-bet. But we have absolutely nothing, so we'll just let it go. Let's check tables here. Sitting short stacked at 10-20. Loaded donk. Pretty sure that's just the way that people lure them in, though. Like recreationals and stuff. If they see you sitting full stacked, less likely to join. Okay, we'll fold the 5-3. He leads out. We're definitely going to call. 2 overcards, backdoor, flush draw, backdoor, straight draw. And we'll just let the 10. On the 10, we just fold. Man, I hate straddles. I don't know why they don't have an auto deny, like straddle button or whatever. Is he just straddling the button, or is he straddling every hand? Not sure. It's interesting. Probably heard Dean, Ace McCoy, at least one of them has Ace 10. Derek, 19%. 5s and King Jack. Wow. Well. Fucking suck, bud. And we 4-bet the ace 4 suited some portion of the time. Prefer to 3-bet and shove it, but we will throw out 4-bets every once in a while there. The Queen Jack. I think we can probably defend against such a small 3-bet. Without a heart, I think we just fold. I'm not so sure about this call. Okay. You call the squeeze, the base 9 off. You call the big flop bet. I don't know. I'm tilted off the walls though, team. It's so annoying. You know what I mean? We stick around and play, and then the clowns just show up. Just give me a hand. Oh, fuck, I'm raging. Good lord. Please stop looking at that. We're getting rid of this. Goodbye. Alright, he calls. Doesn't have like 10s plus. It's some ace X in his range. Raise the 7s. Okay. And we're just gonna look to showdown with our 7s now. Fold 7 deuce. Fold the king 3. This guy's just playing every hand. Okay, we're gonna 3-bet the ace queen off. Check back the 5s. He has tons of ace X in his range. There's no point value like betting on that ace as a bluff. We'll just look to showdown here. I think he's fold. Just looking for a cheap showdown. Excuse me. I guess the 6x will just fold. Okay. Let's just get a run of hands. Let's get out of this hole. That's what we need to do. Okay. Fold the 4-3 off. Better than you. We'll just let the 9-7 suited go. Raise the 3s. Fold the Jack-9 off. Queen 5 suited is a raise from the button, of course. We will defend the 3-4 suited. Fold 70s off. Are you fucking? Alright, we're playing 7 deuce game team. And we are going to put in no more calls. Imagine the 7-7 deuce, so it would have lost my mind. And we go for the check raise here with the straight. No slow playing to be had here. We have absolutely nothing blocking 6s, 7s, 9s, 6, 7, 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, 8 hands. They're all going to call. So we want to just get some money in when we can. This guy just gets holy, you're an idiot. Jeez. And then he gets the boat with the club. Wow. What a clown. Okay, well, we're just gonna leave this table. There's no point being here now. Do, 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 do. 3, 4, 5, bet call, I guess. Probably still call one here. We do have the 6x outs. We can bluff. We block all the 5, 6. And we just value bet. Even with it, we can't win the hand. It's still a chop. Okay. King 10 off under the guns of fold. Alright, Queen 10 suited, we raise. Fold to 9-3. Fold to 10 deuce. I wonder just how much we're overcalling. In too many spots. Good lord, man. Like, we finally get a hand, and this guy who's spewing everything just, like, checks. Super frustrating. Come on. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Okay. We just hope he gets some action with the king. Obviously, we don't want to be checking back here. And we're definitely going to be check shoving. Hopefully, he just calls ace king, king queen, king 10. No action. That's fine. I don't think we really want to do anything else in that hand. He's check, 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 check. Other than, yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do there. Yeah, we gotta do some review here. More review than we did. I think we're really maybe one, calling off too much, two, putting too much money in with like mediocre hands too often. And then the rest is just, there is obviously some bad variance coming into play. But I think we're definitely doing a lot to it ourselves as well. Can't fold the 9, no, not fold the 9-8. So that grandma guy just shows up, wins a stack or two, and it's good. Let's just try to keep our composure here. Okay. Raise the 8s. King queen suited, we're gonna raise. Queen 10 off. Calling a raise. Right, so Shellow's spades calls. Okay, we're ace-wing here. And we'll raise the ace king suited, fold jack deuce. And we'll check back. 8-7 suited call. It was 2.7. 4s are fine to just call here. And we'll fold the 8s here. This is just a board that's going to really hit their range pretty strong. We just fold the king queen suited. He goes pretty big on the turn. It's basically repping that he has queen now. I think we probably peel one more with fours here, heads up. And then we are likely just going to be done with the hand. And we'll peel one with the 8-7. And we'll float the flop with sixes. And we can obviously fold here against the overbet. Fine. Super bluffy. Feels a little bit bluffy, but I think we just have to keep calling down here and hope we just get like a brick card. That's not a brick card. Kills our action. It's a kill the action card. Maybe we just check back. Okay, raise the ace-8 offsuit. Not sure if I'm going to play better than you heads up or not. I know he does stalk the stream sometimes. I don't really want to. 8-9 we beat. 7-9 we beat. We have the backdoor nut flush draw. I'd call one check raise here. He checks. We will check back as well. I don't think he's going to bluff again here. I think given that he showed the last hand, the next time he goes with like a big overbet bluff or something, he'll have it. So I think we can just fold here. Okay, Jack 10. He goes 2.2. Just defend the Jack 10. And we raise suited. Can I hit a flop, please? We do have to call it sevens here. Fold again. Raise the king jack. Call the king jack. Break another flop. And we're just gonna like just donate a stack to this guy too. Heads up. We should probably not be playing heads up, realistically. Especially when we can't make a hand to save our life. Holy fuck. Yeah. 7-7-5. Work another flop. All of the dog true bets are just fold there. I'm just curious what he has. Sevens. Okay. A7 suited raise. Oh, there he is. Probably. The king 6 will raise. And we'll call the 5-4 suited. And we'll brick another flop. Uh, 10-7 we defend. And we brick another flop. I think we'll check raise this one. Okay, kings, we get 3 bets. We will 4-bet against him. Oh my god. Like, seriously? I don't think I can do anything but fold to that, right? The pot donk lead on the ace. Guess he decided to just take some shots at the end of the session or something. Okay, we call the queens. We're just going to call off here. Pocket queens in the bottom right. Let Mick Better just blast away, essentially. Checks. Just going to go small, and then we'll ship rivers. Okay, again, straight draw here with the flush draw out there. We just want to blast it. Not much else to do. We don't block him from having anything on that board. Pairs, two pairs, sets, flush draws, etc. Over from here. Board pairs. He is fishy enough. Like if he has a 10 here, he good chance to stack it. So I think we just have to rip. Yeah, exactly. Versus like just call. Of course it's an L50. So let me win at the bigger stakes one fucking time. I think they bet flop, call, turn, they check, they bet, they call. Probably just fold river, I guess. After they go bet, bet, bet. A lot of queen X probably in their range. Fold queen 6 off. I think we'll sit the 1-2 now. Yawn it. 3x opens will defend the jack 9. It's good flop. Good flop, a good board for us to bet. Check raise, sorry. Fold the 8-3 suited. Okay. Fiore. 3 bets. Definitely fold to him. I'm going to call the ace queen. Keep raggedy stacky in here. Ready to queen 6 suited. And we will call the 5-4 suited. Nothing for us. Defend with here. The queen's not great, but check here. The ace is nice to see. Ace is not nice to see here, though. And we'll just check down the 5, though. And we'll value bet the ace queen. Ace jack, ace 10, 7. Oh, of course we chop too. We just win. Just win a hand. Good lord, man. This is impossible. Fuck me. Fold there. Raise the queen 10. 8-5 suited, we raise. Completely brick this flop. Okay, let's check. Ooh, that's supposed to be a check back. It's fine. Bet sizing's whatever, 25%. It's okay. Can't do much on that board. Could see bet some portion of the time, but I think generally we're just done. 5, we're just looking at the showdown. Queen 10 suited here on this board. I think the times we do bet, we bet like 3/4 pot stuff, so. It's wild how hard it is for us to win a hand lately, though. Okay, top shooter calls. I guess we probably just try to we either shove or just check back. Those are the two options. I think we shove because he doesn't have too many king X. He's gonna have a lot of like weak nines and like 6 7s and 8 9s and stuff that call the bet. That end up folding here at least a decent portion of the time. And I think obviously his king X is probably call. But I think a lot of his like weak pairs end up folding at least a good portion of the time anyways. He does call there. Unfortunately, we brick river, so we're just fold hand. And I think we can defend here. The 6-5 suited, big blind versus Makure. I always find it funny when people like call a massive bet and then tank all there. I figured Taco Jesus there was stream sniping. Fold queen 10, and we'll definitely call the 6 here. Fold king 7 off, fold 9 4 off. And we'll fold the jack 8 offsuit. And I think probably just check down here now. King 10, yeah. Fold king 4, fold 7 deuce. We will raise the 6-5 suited. Raise king queen off. We'll just show down king high there. Okay, and 10-7. Against Raggedy here, I think it's worth calling the 6-5 suited. He went a sizing that Ika Mouse can just put it in, and they can't like reshove or anything. If there are 3 bets, we'll just fold here. 3 4 5 6 7. We'd have to call here the pot shove with the straight. Nice. Okay, ace-6 is a raise. Jack 9's a he opened limp. You could also still ISO raise that. He goes huge on this board. We just have to fold again. What hand did we lose with here? So I thought we had a pretty good stack going for a minute. Not really. Okay, the queen 8 we raise. Okay. Jack 10 suited raise, fold the 8 deuce, ace king off raise. Okay, king 4 suited, call. Okay, pick up a pair, then he checks to us. I doubt he checks a queen ever, so we'll just value bet now. Okay. Okay. And we'll fold 5-4 suited, fold the 7-3 off, raise the queen jack off. Okay, so here, misclick the king 10, obviously. Oh, fold the 5-3, fold the queen 4. Checks to us, we're just gonna go bet. And we'll raise the 9s, fold the 9-3 off. And we'll just bet again here. Probably hit queen. I'm surprised he called the 7. Interesting. We'll check call. This 3/4 pot with nines. Probably just fold this like most of the time, right? Edit position is just such a weak spot to be in. Even though top shooter likes to like bluff and stuff like that, I think it's still just a fold. King nine suited against blue thunder's definitely just a call, right? 10 jack queen, bet here. Okay, raise the 6/7 off. Raise the king deuce suited. Raise the 6/7 suited. We're definitely calling here. Not much to do but bet and just hope for the best. He bets small again. Probably call one more. And we'll value bet now. He does call one, so might as well bet again here. I think I have to call. Oh, he does have a 6-2. Surprised he reshoved there. It's a small 3-bet. Definitely call the ace deuce suited. Okay. Depending on sizing, we will call here some portion of the time. Okay, flop the jack. We're gonna value bet at least one time. Half pot. Probably just let that go. And we'll check raise the gut shot. I'll fold a 9-5 here, given his stack size. Check here. Okay, check the jack 6. Raise here. Okay, check the 8-3. Cap the call here, let's click it. Hold there. Call the 8-7 suit. Check call turn flop. Over. Raise king 8. King 4 suited raise. Oh my gosh, we get clicked it back down again. Pretty much just have to call that. Okay. Just get out of the way, lose again, lose again, lose again. It's difficult to win it heads up if you can't never make a hand. Raise the queen jack off. Okay. Hey, make their 4s to call. Chris would be just suck out there, did he? Queens versus kings, yep. Raise the kings, definitely call the 4 here. Of course, quads again. What's that, the third time we've ran into quads this morning? Ollie the donk. We'll just fold the eights to the 4-bet. So we've pretty much doubled him as well. 2 overcards would call. Call. Fold. And we're gonna walk here with the aces, I'm sure. As usual. Good fucking lord. Can't even beat the biggest whales in the game.